Hello everyone, and welcome to another LSJ's Late Review. This time for, I hope I pronounced this right, Train to Busan. So Train to Busan is a South Korean action zombie horror flick, and it's directed by Yoon Sang-ho. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And it came out in 2016. Now, I'd never heard of this movie, so I have to thank my sister because we've been having movie nights once a week in lockdown. She'll recommend a movie, or I'll recommend a movie, and then she'll sit at her place. My wife and I'll sit at our place, and we'll just watch it at the same time. So she wasn't happy with my last choice, that being the Neon Demon. So she wasn't impressed with my previous choice before that either, which was Suspiria, the original. So it was definitely her pick. And here he is. Here it is, Train to Busan. So a whole bunch of characters get on a train. They've all got different places they're going, different motivations, and all that kind of stuff. And their train leaves, and the zombie outbreak apocalypse hits. And now these people on a train have got to find a way to survive and get to Busan, which they hear is a really safe space. So, oh, wow. Let's get the bad out of the way first. And there isn't much that's bad about this movie, at least for me. So, the bad, let's do it straight away. Sometimes this movie can feel a bit formulaic. Not in a bad way, but there's some scenes and things that you might watch and you'll be like, all right, you've got to die here, or I think someone's got to die here. I think that character's not surviving. Oh, this character's going to do this, or this is going to happen. And sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. It does have a bit of a fast-paced horror movie zombie formula, and it works. I think it doesn't bother me if a movie has a formula that other movies have when it works. And I think in Train to Busan, it does work. So let's talk about what this movie does great. It's almost 2 hours. Didn't feel like it. Wanted more. It right. Here's what the movie does well, and this is a big part of why it works. In a very short time, you get to know all these different characters from different walks of life, from a homeless person to a yuppie to a working class man to old ladies to school kids to rich assholes, all this kind of thing. You've got different people in society on this train, which is probably what you get on every train, right? People from all walks of life. And they've got all different ways of reacting to things, all different motivations, and all different things that they'll do to survive. Some of these people will team up and be awesome kick ass, and some people will team up as a form of mob mentality and be total douchebags. That kind of class thing you got going on there, but because you care about the characters, even though you might not know a lot about every character in this movie, gives you enough to get attached to them, to want them to live, to want them to survive, to want them to save the day, all this kind of stuff. And that's why this movie works in such a large part. Amazing characters. So because I loved a lot of the characters, when things hit that were bad or were horrifying, things got really intense. And even though these movies are both in the horror genre and are completely different, I get Tremors vibes from this in a really good way. So Tremors had a whole bunch of people. I mean, they're mostly friends, but that's neither here nor there. They're in a dangerous situation. They've got to come up with fun, interesting ways in order to get out of the situation that they're in. And I find that Train to Busan has that in spades. All right, oh fuck, we've got to go from here to here. How the fuck are we going to do that? There's lots of zombies, and then they'll come up with all these fucking cool, interesting ways of doing things, which I really, really liked. So, like the best zombie movies there is, this movie isn't just about scares or intensity, or horror, gore. It's also got something to say, which I've already mentioned a little bit about before. Class, money, the value of human life. There are going to be some characters that you love, and there's going to be a few that really irritate you, and there's one in particular that'll piss you the fuck off. is awesome in all the bad ways. Like, the actor's really good. You want this guy to lose. You want this guy to hurry up and fucking die already. You know, that kind of asshole. So yeah, there's there's a lot of good and bad in this movie, and I mean that in a good way. Not it's a jumbled mess, but you know, good guys, you got bad guys, shades of grey. It's all really interesting shit. I loved it. One spoiler, bit of a major one, so might want to skip about a minute after this. But I thought they were going to go Night of the Living Dead with this ending, and then they came close to doing it, and I'm glad they pulled back from that, because whilst it worked in Night of the Living Dead, definitely would not have worked in this. So, what did I think of the Train to Busan? Well, of course, I liked it. I've been gushing about it for just over 5 minutes now, and I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. A little formulaic in some ways, but it's always interesting, always fun or intense, kind of nail-biting. Watch it. It's on Netflix. I don't know if it's Netflix exclusive. I'd be surprised if it is, because it's a fucking good movie. But it's on Netflix, so go there, watch it, enjoy it. It is a foreign movie with subtitles, so if that bothers you, you're an idiot. Fuck you. Get over that, because once you get over that, you've opened the door to hundreds of great movies. So get over that and give Train to Busan a try. And give me a like, dislike, share and subscribe. Follow me on the Tweety, all of that junky shit. Let's stick the thing on the thing. Oh, that's upside down. I swear I didn't start this channel to review mostly horror movies, but fuck, I like horror movies. And Train to Busan is a good one. Check it out.